children. Welcome back to English class. Now I'm going to teach you part 2 English and first lesson. The eyes are not here. Eyes, it is not there. Something else will happen. So the story is about a train journey of two people. Both of them are blind, but they don't reveal their handicaps to each other. Very interesting story written by Ruskin Bond. So you can see the picture here. Ruskin Bond is alive. He is there. Ruskin Bond, one of the finest storytellers in England, in India, was born in Kasauli in 1934. He has written several novels, short stories, and books for children. He was awarded Padma Shri in 1999 for his contributions to children's literature. The Room on the Roof, written when he was only 17 years, won the John Leveslin Rice Memorial Prize in 1957. Many of his stories are based on Mussoorie at the foothills of Himalayas where he lives. You can see the author now, how he looks very humorous face. Even the novel, whatever he has written and story he has written, very humorous. Humorous means what? Pleasant, not a tragedy. Somewhat sometimes funny type or sometimes humorous. Now I'll read hard words. Compartment, strangers, sensitive, essentials, slapped, landscape, flashing, wondered, shrieked. Now I'll read glossary. Startled, surprised, formidable, powerful, or causing fear. Registers, bracket again V means verb, records. Romance, romantic fool, a stupid person who is highly emotional. Window ledge, window sill, a narrow shelf below a window. Mind's eye. Mind's eye means imagination. Venture, to say or do something which involves risk. Now, the eyes are not here. You can see the picture, the railway compartment. The young man and young woman both are sitting and they are conversing. Something they are conversing. Both are strangers. And when we sit in the train or bus, then long time means we will talk. No, general thing like that. Even this man also start talking with the girl, woman, general talk. Very, very interesting. I'll read the summary first. Afterwards, I'll explain, children. In this story, the narrator is traveling by train through India and he notices a young woman about to get on the train. The couple who brings her, probably her parents, give her lots of instructions about what to do and how to behave on the train. The narrator says that he was totally blind at the time, only able to see light and dark, and so he could not tell what the girl looked like. But he very much liked her voice. His voice startles her after she sits down, and he attributes this to her good eyesight, suggesting that sighted people miss lots of things. Sighted people miss lots of things means those who are all having eyes. Sight. Eye means everybody is having eye, children. Sight is very important. Drishti is very important. Generally, I will talk now. We will be seeing so many things, but we will be thinking something else. But we will be gazing at one point, and we won't think about that. And many things we will miss also. Though we have sight, We people not see properly. That's what he says. The sighted people miss lots of things because there is so much for them to see. So selectively they see few and left all. They won't see all. Only later is the irony of this statement made clear. The narrator decides to see if he can keep her from realizing that he is blind. They talk about where each of them is going, and he tries to get her to describe the about what it is like to be blind. She is pleased, means happy, when he tells her that she has an interesting face. Why, because all the girls are women. If they say you are looking beautiful, means they feel very, very, very nice, happy. Is it not? That is the weakness of the girls. Or nature also. If any girl know if you are beautiful, you are looking very nice, means they feel very proud and also very, very happy. That's what he says. In the train, he appreciates the girl. That is, she has an interesting face because she says she's tired of hearing that she has a pretty face. Oh, that girl also act too smart. Yeah, everybody says that I am very beautiful, I am very fair. Oh, or like that, as if she doesn't care all that. She show off too much. When the train stops, he knows she'll forget their encounter, but he feels he will remember it forever. He smells her perfume just as she is getting up to leave, and he hears some confusion in the doorway. Presumably, this is caused by her inability to see the young man waiting to enter the compartment. It's only when this young man tells the narrator that the young woman was blind does the narrator understand the irony of the situation. Again, in other words, I'll tell you in detail, children. See, up to Rohana, the narrator was alone in the train compartment when a girl got inside. Her parents bid her goodbye at the station and were anxious about her well being and advised her where to keep her belongings, not to lean out of the windows, and to avoid talking to strangers. Once the train left the station, the narrator started a conversation asking if he too was going to Dehradun. The voice startled her as she thought she was alone in the compartment. The girl told him that she was going to Saharanpur, where her aunt would take her home. She also envied means jealous, the narrator as the hills of Missouri, where he was headed to, means going to, presented a lovely sight in October. After some time, the narrator, who was blind, told her quite daringly, means very boldly, that she had an interesting face. She was happy at this and replied that it was indeed a welcome deviation from the often repeated, "You have a pretty face" phrase. Soon it was time for the girl to bid goodbye as the train arrived at her destination. Then the narrator heard a commotion. Commotion means confusion near the door of the carriage and heard a man apologizing. Apology means tapaitos kshamasi, sorry, like that. The man entered the compartment and sat before the narrator and apologized for not being as attractive a traveling companion as his predecessor. The narrator asked the fellow traveler if the girl had her hair long or short, and he, that is fellow who entered inside, no, he replied with interest that he had not noticed her hair, but only her eyes, which were so beautiful but were of no use to her, as she was completely blind. Then only he came to know, the narrator came to know that the girl is blind. Both while traveling, they did not show off their weakness, handicap. Generally, some people think that they are very smart and can outwit anyone. But most of the time, it show off too much, they'll show off on others. The narrator is blind, but he never reveals his handicap to his fellow traveler. His conversations with her are very clever and phrased in such a way that it doesn't give any doubt to the girl. The girl too responds appropriately to his conversation, which further strengthens his confidence. But after the girl alights and another passenger boards the train, the narrator realizes the fact that the girl was totally blind. So, his plan of outwitting completely turned around as he was outwitted by her. Okay, now understood, girls, children? You understood, I think, hope this lesson. Very humorous and surprising also. End is surprising. Very nice. Ruskin Bond has written very beautiful lesson. Interesting also, no? So like this, I hope that all of you understood this lesson. Notes later. So, okay, thank you.